What's chilling, dudes? It's Strawberry here, and unfortunately this is going to be the last episode on the single player series because I just joined a server community called Hypermine, and they have a multiplayer Modsauce server which I would like to join. And I think we've spent a lot of time in this world, and it's about time that we move on to something which is, I think, has a lot more potential, because there'll be a chance for a lot more multiplayer. Oh, let's have a serious talk. You know what, I have a pick on top of my head. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more collaboration opportunities. I'll be able to learn a lot more from the other Hypermine server members, and also I think I've achieved what I wanted to with the series, which was to learn the mods in this mod pack. Well, not even that. What I wanted to do was I wanted a mod pack to introduce me into playing modern Minecraft in general. When I first started the series, I only really knew about carpenter's blocks, and I never wanted to play with carpenter's blocks in the series because I wanted to learn all the other mods first. Oh, by the way, I can talk about like all of this in the tour, but yeah, we're gonna have a little tour of the world, just a very quick one because I don't want to take too much of your time. So currently we are standing in the exact coordinates of where we first began in the world. This is exactly where we stood over 3 months ago. This series has been going on for over 3 months. It's kind of crazy. I actually just found this crafting bench over here. That must have been our first crafting bench, our first torches. Oh my gosh, we left so much of this ore behind because I just did not know what to do with it. It's kind of crazy that we can fly around now. But the whole point of the series was to get straight into modern Minecraft, because I have a friend called Magic who plays modern Minecraft, but also I just wanted to get into mods in general, like FTB, all the advanced mods like thermal expansion and Ender IO, and practicalities, open blocks, forge thingy, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Forge micro blocks? Yeah, I got a little bit into that. But I just wanted to learn about the mods, and I think the series has introduced me well enough so I can play on a multiplayer server and have goals on what to do and whatnot. This is where we raided for the first time. We stole an enchanting table here. There was one over here. And then we continued to take our boat along here. One thing which I really needed to do was to get the speed and advanced genetics from the ocelot, because flying is just so slow without the speed. I hope you guys enjoy the series though, for what it's worth. 25 episodes, I think we did rather well. I actually made a list of all the commenters who I'd personally like to thank for supporting me, because if you look in the description, I will also put it again, but there is a default description which along the lines of says, I need help with these mods, I need you guys to help me out, please comment and help me out. So these guys, I'll read them from start to finish. 6210 Classic, AceKingGaming, Kovacs Alex, Lapis Lauri, the Wildcard 217, Bluefire 610, so many numbers. Debo, Supernan 312, J West, Tasm, Kitsune Kaa, Wexis, Attack to 22, Pablo Hernandez, the Ghost Rider 1209, Seaface, PelyctalPlays, the 14 Watermelons, and Magic Man 444. Of course, my friend. They all commented, and they either provided motivation to continue this series on this world and continue learning the mods, or just gave mod input and help in the comments, which I really appreciate them helping me out. Wanted to say thank you to you guys personally, and then of course for all of you lurkers, of course, who don't comment. Your views are always appreciated, or your likes and whatnot. So this is where we eventually settled. Originally, this landmass used to be very hilly. We had like a huge hill here. There used to be a village here, except I think we hung around long enough so all the villagers died. And then I decided I wanted to build here, but I wanted to clear away all of the land. It took a very long time. I didn't have the imbue tool, so I used basically a beacon. It took a very long time, and I wish I'd used an imbue tool, but what can you do? Some of the earlier models of builds I had for the island. It's technically an island. This is the only instance I really have with carpenter's blocks. It looked alright. That was an idea I had. I didn't really like it. Had walls around it so we kept all the mobs away. Have some of these whatchamacallits Are they torches? Magnum torches to keep all the mobs from spawning. If we go over here, this is where we started. This used to be a villager house. If you can look at the very top design, this is basically where we started. Found refuge in here. I died 3 times actually. One of them was due to the potato jetpack. Potato jetpack, what's it called? Is it called the Spud jetpack? Spud? Well, let's just do jetpack. Should be in here. It was like a really cheap one and I thought that it would work. Oh, the tuberous jetpack. Basically made with the poisonous potato. I made one and I thought it'd work. No, it didn't. So this is where we settled. I started learning about the mods here. Diamond chest. We had some other stuff on the outside, like the magma crucible furnace, I think it was called, and also the Tinker Smuddery, which I have dismantled. All of our previous items I never sorted out in the inventory really. Nothing too important. Our original storage. Then we had elevators going down. That was a suggestion. I used to have staircases, but then I flew up and down via jetpack, and then someone suggested elevators, so that was awesome. If we go down here, this is from basically the very beginning. Our furnace array, pretty simple. In the new, when I'm hanging out on the server map, I like to have more of an automated furnace setup and have this a lot less manual. Pulverizers, I still tend to use them. I don't really use them. I didn't really use them in the very end because we had so many ores. I just didn't want to pulverize them all. Still had some diamonds chest storage over here. Pretty simple. Just stuff I couldn't really fit. Didn't want to fit in the ME system. Chunk loader. Basically get everything loaded. Tesseracts, resonance cells. All of that. Machines. Our power setup was like all of us. My entire base was powered only by 14 wind turbines. If we fly up here really quick, I say really quick, but I can't really fly up really quick. God dang it! We have basically we have 14 wind turbines up there with a transfer node. There we go, and this basically powered our entire base, which I was very surprised about. But this is our power setup: energy extraction pipes, wind turbines, mechanism generators, and then yeah, a tesseract sending it all into the frequency of 2 transfer node energy. I don't know how I powered the entire base. We've got our 2 portals. That's for the Cryo World, that's for the Nether. Pretty simple, you guys understand. Over here we've got our Wither Skeleton farm. This is probably the biggest thing. Well, no, it's not. That's the biggest thing I ever made. That was... Oh, I'll explain this first. This is probably the biggest thing I've ever done with a soul shard spawner. In this world, at least. And then we have some iron spikes on the bottom. Bugger. Doesn't matter. And then we've got some grinders over there to generate mob essence. I liked the sandstone design. I think they look good. Over here, I'm actually very proud of this one, which is an adaptation of a tutorial from a guy called DraxLP, who's also my friend. He made this tutorial on which you captured you killed enough replicators to make a soul shard spawner for replicators, and replicators drop gold, iron, copper, redstone, and glowstone. Copper, iron, and gold dust. The copper, iron, and gold dust are all smelted into this redstone furnace. If I was to do this in the future, I'd power all of these via the energy conduits on this side, because I didn't realize that the pipes could combine in the same block space. But I was very proud of this because you could send copper dust into this one and then also into this one. I'm pretty sure you can increase the speed at which these redstone furnaces can go via the augments. So maybe that wasn't the best design, but I was very proud of it. And then turned it off with these wireless levers. Super cool, loved it. We had an 8 zombie spawner area. I wasn't really sure what to do with this because I didn't really like having the spawners, but I didn't want to destroy them. Old storage, rotten flesh, trash can. When I learned about the trash can, I think my whole life changed in terms of like chucking out all of these like drops which I didn't want. Like the Wither Skeletons dropped stone swords, so the drops would always go into this trash can. Those trash cans are amazing. And then nearly 500,000 bones, jeez. those drops are all sent into our ME system over there. This is a pretty recent design, basically just a cotton and tree farm. Farming station from Ender.io. This used to be for spawning mobs in the auto spawner, in which we could use for soul shard spawners, but then I chucked a creeper safari net in here, and then had a skeleton here which would shoot me and also shoot the creepers there for dropping records. So basically a record farm. XP farm, if I was to do this in the future, I'd try to extract from this essence tank and well, no. If I was to do this in the future, I'd probably use autonomous activators to pick up the essence berries, which would grow on essence berry bushes. But hey, what can you do? That's the past. You just keep learning. I'm very proud of this, but I'm pretty sure you can do it completely different. Igneous extruders, single blocks, no power. Sends the cobblestone into the pulverizers, redstone furnaces. This is basically a glass, sandstone, sand, silicon, and gravel factory, which is completely non-powered apart from like the power for the pulverizers and the redstone furnaces. I thought that was pretty neat. That's something I created on my own. I'm pretty sure there's probably a better way to do it. What? How does that make sense? Over here we have the same igneous extruders pumping and creating the quadruple compressed cobblestone. Loved them. And then we get into the more modern stuff. Well, no, I'll get into that later. You guys have probably seen that really quickly. I will try not to take too much of your time. End portal, pretty simple. It's just a portal to the end. Enderman spawner, we'll just quickly go over. This is the Enderman spawner. This is something I made very early on, and I was very proud of this because this was basically an Enderman killed by height, and then picked up via this advanced item collector. I thought that was really advanced back in the day. I could see how basic it was though. Anything else? Mesa found that pretty quickly. Found that for the cyan clay for the cathedral build. Sand quarry, got sand there before the sand factory. Pretty simple in itself. I really like that tree. Can't really comment too much on it. Apart from the forged microblocks down here, I reckon that look good. I'm really into trees though. Concrete, pretty simple. Pods, you guys have seen this if you've been watching the past few episodes. ME system with advanced auto crafting. Got some pods in here, advanced genetics. And then the ME system, I'm very proud of the ME system. I think it works great. Alright, that's working fine. This took the longest time to learn, but god dang, I'm so happy that I learned about the applied energistics, because this is just such a powerful god dang ME system for storage. Sort by number of items. Oh, sulfur's we have the most amount of sulfur? Oh wow. I thought we'd have more of like something else. I guess we stored all of our stone and whatnot in these deep storage units. How much stone do we have in the very end? 2 million. Not a bad number. And then the underneath with all the auto crafting. And that has been it for the world. 25 episodes. It's been a crazy ride learning about the mods, but in the end I'm very happy that I did it. God dang, I still have the pig on my face. I'm very happy that I did it in the end, and now I will be joining my ranks with the Hypermine Modsauce crew. So I just want to say again, thank you to you guys. If you commented, then you gave me the support to continue learning the mods, and I thank you for that, because now I can actually join with these modded players who've had like years of experience, more than me. I've had like over 3 months. And then to anyone who didn't comment, like even if you didn't comment, just seeing the views on the videos, like genuine interest in the series. One thing I find about being a YouTuber is I tend to doubt myself on what people will find entertaining. And every now and then, like I was looking back at the comments for like the commenters for like on the left hand, well, on my left monitor I've got like all the comments, all the commenters who left comments on the videos, and like every now and then I'd see a comment which says like, great video anyway, well, there was a black screen issue, and I think it was Pablo who said there's a black screen issue, and I'm like, oh cheers, that's a Sony Vegas issue, and he's like, no problem, great video anyway, and I'm like, what? That's very heart touching to, I don't know, I tend to doubt like how entertaining these videos are, and I'm doubting right now whether me talking about my self-doubts on my videos is entertaining to you guys or not. But just the real thoughts. Just TLDR, your views, and like every time I saw like, I was like amazed and super touched in the heart. Yeah, you touched me in the heart deep down. Every time you left like a view, every time you left a view, that's like genuine. It's like, what? Really? Me? Why do I deserve such luck? I'm rambling. I'll see you guys, like, this isn't the end of Modsauce, but I'm gonna go start a new series on the Hypermine Modsauce server, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up with all of the knowledge we picked up from this series. All in all, I'd like to say this series was amazing because it's a Modsauce Let's Play, and a Let's Play is a let us play, which means that you play along with me, you play in this world with me, and I played and I went in blind and I came out much more experienced, but I also played it with you guys who keep commenting and keep the views and the likes and the support going. So this truly was a Let's Play, Modsauce Let's Play. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the Hypermine server if you'd like to follow me. If not, absolute fine. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna be keeping this world for nostalgia's sake. Thank you guys, I'm rambling. Bye bye now. I'll see you on the next episode. Well, the first episode of Hypermine. Bye! Bye! Ending, music, scenes. Yay. Woo. Woo!